The only way to dispel darkness is by introducing light. So I'm stopping by today to help introduce some light into your day and to encourage you to do the same for someone else. It's not just enough for us to get the light, but we need to be those that spread that light all around. Introduce someone to the light of the world today. Share the gospel. Share your testimony with someone. Don't just go through your day and consider how you can just make it to the end of the day, but consider how you can spread this gospel to somebody else, because they need to hear it. That is why we're here, to fulfill his mission. That is the Great Commission. So today we're looking at 1 Kings chapter 17, starting at verse 2. Then the word of the Lord came to Elijah, "Leave here, turn eastward and hide in the Kerith ravine, east of the Jordan. You will drink from the brook, and I have directed the ravens to supply you with food there." So he did what the Lord had told him. He went to the Kerith ravine east of the Jordan and stayed there. The ravens brought him bread and meat in the morning, and the bread and meat in the evening, and he drank from the brook. Again, I've told you before that Elijah is one of my favorite Bible characters, and this is a story that I love because it just shows the power of God. Now Elijah is running for his life. He is terrified. He has come face to face with the enemy, and he is opposing the enemy, not for his own sake, but because of God and for the honor and righteousness of God. He is really caring for the people more than even their king is really caring for them, as he is pointing them to God and away from false gods. In the process of this, the enemy begins to attack him, and he is on the run. Elijah is now terrified. He has had a mountaintop experience where God has brought down fire and consumed a sacrifice, but now the humanity kicks in. Fear settles in. And this moment that was a high moment is only temporal, and Elijah is now coming down off of that high, and he's scared. He runs, and God empowers him to outrun even chariots. God empowers him to run for distances that are far beyond what a person could normally do, a person in his position. But God also steps up and he says, "Here, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to this place, and I'm going to feed you. But I'm not just going to feed you by having somebody come out of a house and bring you what you need. I'm going to feed you at the hands or beaks of the ravens. I'm going to utilize the ravens." Today, I want to turn the light on, and I just want to remind you today that God is not limited by nature nor logic. See, because I've never known a raven that will bring you food, but God uses the very raven to bring Elijah food. God goes outside of the raven's nature as a scavenger, as one that just takes and flies away. And he causes it to bring Elijah food. When God intervenes, when God steps in, when God begins to move, logic and the power of nature completely goes out the window, because God is not limited by logic, and God is not limited by nature. God is not limited by problems. God is not limited by incapability on our behalf. God is limitless. This passage reminds me of the limitless power of God. It reminds me that where logic and nature come in, where logic says this is impossible, when nature says this can't be done, when the diagnosis of the doctor says that it's all over, this is not a place of ending, but it's a place in which God is able to move and maneuver and do what no man can do. Nature nor logic stop God. So today, whatever you are facing, remember that the God that you serve is not limited by nature, nor is he limited by logic. He's not limited by any diagnosis. He's not limited by any prognosis. God is limitless. So today, rest in that limitless God. Just thank him for what he's doing, and know that it's in his hands, and he is capable of doing what no man could ever do. Hey, take some time today, share, comment, post, repost, make your own post. Let's introduce light into the social media atmosphere. Let's just come against this darkness by introducing the light, because that's the only way to cast it out. Hey, God bless you. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.